Knee deep in while the world just falls apart. At the rise above it all, and we can be so much more than who we are. So much more than who we are. We can. Knee deep in while the world just falls apart. At the rise above it all, and we can. Well, good morning and welcome to I'm a mess, the Saturday morning ritual. Oh, it's the Saturday morning ritual, and I am so excited to have you here this morning. We are going to talk all the things, and it's going to be a great day. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning, Misty. I am just so happy that you are here today. It's a ritual, right? It's the Saturday morning ritual. It's the place that we get together to talk about all things last week and plan for our future for the week ahead. We're a great little weight loss community. And of course, in my tradition, we have to start the morning right. Have to start the morning right with a little bit of brain-body connection, a little bit of movement, a little bit of let's get up, get moving, get the blood flowing, because everything is so much better when we get them moving. So let's start that off, and then, we'll chat about paying the bills and all the things that are just, we have to do them. Anyway, let's move because that's fun and I like to move. Anyway, as soon as I can find where I press the button for the movement, we can do that. There we go. Follow me or don't follow me. Do whatever you want. I don't know. But this is part of the ritual, so we got to do it. I'm saying let's go. You're saying maybe. Let's find a disco. You're stuck at home being so lazy. Hey. Give me some energy. Wanna come dance with me. Give me some energy. Wanna come dance with me. There's no fire without smoke, I ain't letting you go. I can see you buzzing like you can't say no. There's no fire without smoke, I ain't letting you go. Come on, let yourself be free. Be the best that you can be. Come move your body. Come move your body. Only settle for the best. Live your life with no regrets. Come move your body. Come move your body. Yay! Okay, are y'all warmed up? Are you ready to go? I'm warmed up. I am ready to go. Stop. Yay. So confession. Like 6 minutes ago, I was still in yesterday's clothes. I got up this morning and just threw them on in order to walk. Loki, who is staring out the window, possibly gonna bark. Yeah, I was just wearing yesterday's clothes. And then I was like, oh man, I gotta do my live stream. So I had to change clothes real quick and everything. This is today's makeup though. Just in case that's something you guys wanted to know. Here we are. This is totally another one of those. What are you staring at? Sorry. Non-scripted. Let's just do this because it's a ritual. We got this, right? And that is kind of, well, thanks. That's so sweet. It's one of the things whenever we create habits and rituals and systems and processes and whatever, and we do them repetitively over time, they become easier. They become easier to do. And so much is true about having an exercise routine, having meal planning part of your life, prepping your food for the week, just all of the habits and things that we put in place in order to lose weight, they get easier over time.
And when you are practicing these mindfully certain times of the year, other times of the year, whenever things are not so calm, you can rely on those things. But we're going to do more on that later. But first, before we get into that, we have to talk about our successes of the week. That is our next ritual. We're not going to do any journaling because I don't have any journaling prompts prepared for you today. Because of, like I just said, totally unprepared. But we're still going to have fun and we're still going to have a good talk. We're still going to have a good talk today because it's a habit. I have good talks. That's what I do. Oh my, I do not enjoy talking about myself positively like that. That is like not me. But your successes. I want to hear about any awesome success that you had this week. Brag about yourself because we don't make it big enough habit to pat ourselves on the back, to give ourselves credit for all of the things that we do in our lives. I mean, we just don't give ourselves enough credit. We're always relying on it from, outside sources, whenever really the most important person to pat us on the back is us. We need to get better at that. That's a thing. And look at Miss Misty. She has her help at work now. She has 2 helpers. 2, not 1, but 2. I'm so glad that worked out for you. Whenever I asked for help at work, I got ignored. Yay. So happy that worked out for you. This week This week I successfully did all of the dialysis treatments all on your own. No calls. Oh my gosh. Yay. You guys are both like killing it. That's awesome. That's awesome. So awesome. I'm just so proud of you. Yay. Hello, Lorianne. Yay. So glad you're here. Welcome. Welcome to this Saturday morning ritual where we are bragging about ourselves this moment in time. We are talking about all the awesome things that we did this week. Miss Misty asked for help at work when she needed it. And if I know Misty, if you guys know Misty, she is not going to ask for help that she doesn't really need. She's going to ask for help whenever she needs it. It's not a, she's kind of like me. Like she likes to be self-sufficient, but she also knows her limitations and she will ask for help. And I'm proud of her. I will not ask for help though, by the way. I have not learned that skill. Not yet. I'm learning that skill. I'm in the process of learning that skill. I have asked for help, and that was huge. That was huge whenever I finally did ask for help. So anyway, and then Miss Cheryl, she did the dialysis treatments all on her own, which is huge. Like, I can't imagine how much there is to learn and how stressful that can be. So I'm super proud of her. My successes this week were also work related in a way because, no, completely 100% work related because we're supposed to at work, our huge due date for a project is August 1st every single year. And partially my fault, partially not my fault. We were delayed until yesterday. And it's not a big issue that we were delayed until yesterday. It's happened a few years. And it's not a big deal. Nobody's like dying to do this thing that, whatever. Anyway, we were delayed. We finally got done yesterday. So excited, but also not excited because if you're not new here, what this also means is that for the next 2 months, I will be working nights and weekends to get through this next stage of my workflow. That's just every year, September, October. It's a mess and I have to work a lot of hours. Some years I have to work less than others, I don't know what this year is going to be. But you know what also happens in September and October? The best things of the whole entire year. The fall season is like the best season to, what in the world was that noise? To go out and do things. There's like pumpkin patches and sunflower fields and Halloween and balloon festival. Like there's just so many fun things and events to do. And I don't want to miss out on any of them. If you guys, that's my jam. I like to go to these things. So I see outside. What is going on? I gotta pee. Sorry. Don't look at my boobs. I don't know. I didn't see anything. Anyway. So how am I supposed to work all those extra hours and get to go to all these fun things? That's my whole thing every single year. My wedding anniversary is also during that time. My husband's birthday is during that time. Like so many things. So on one hand, it's great. Yay, finally it's out there. But also boo, because it means it's going to take up all my time. But that's unavoidable unless I, find a different job. And I'm not even looking for a different job. So anyway, what did Glory Dan do? I want to, she got a new job the first week of September. A new job. What is it? What are you going to be doing? How exciting and scary. Like Misty said, oh my God, that can be so both things. Exciting and scary at the same time. Oh, that whole new job feeling. Oh, it's a good one. I like that feeling. It's been a long time. This, successes. This week, I celebrated my second 10-year anniversary at my company. So yay me. Yay. I've been there for 20 years with a 6-month hiatus after the first 10 years, or a 6-year hiatus after the first 10 years. So, I want to hear more about this new job. Put it in the Discord or something. Tell us about this new job. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Doing the same things I'm doing now, but in a different department. Hopefully they will appreciate. I hope they appreciate you more as well. Everybody deserves more appreciation. That is for sure. So that was our successes. Last Saturday, I showed you guys my Fitbit, my Max Go, or whatever the heck this stupid thing is called. It does not have all the same features as the Fitbit, by the way. It is lacking in some features. So for one, I can't get the most important one is I can't connect to the Stride Kick app with my new activity tracker. It isn't supported. So that means that my friends and I can't, I'm in a steps challenge. I can't just automatically sync my steps to Stride Kick and be part of that challenge. And that sucks. By the way, I'm sure you guys have heard, in September, Derek's Journey, he's going to be doing a steps challenge, and I'm going to be a team captain again. Yay. Woohoo. Join the steps challenge in September. September is such a good month for steps. It's just, well, at least here in St. Louis, it's a good month for steps. The weather is like getting better. It's like there's more really nice days than just like too hot to handle days. So join Derek's Journey's Steps Challenge. Misty, would you mind putting a link to Derek's channel in the chat if you don't mind? I hate to ask on you for stuff, but since you're a moderator and you're here, and I know you like doing things like that, If you don't mind, please put a link to his channel. Go to his channel, sign up. He's got instructions on how to sign up, all the things, but be part of the September Steps Challenge. We have lots of awesome team captains that are going to be there, participating. It's a fun challenge. It's not who can get the most steps. It's you're just acting as a team. As a team, you guys, all of your steps count towards it together. And then at the end of the week, it's like which team got the most steps, and that team gets bragging rights for, however long. Thank you. Miss Misty put the link in the chat. So yeah, check out the Steps Challenge. It's a good way to get your steps up there. It's a good time of year to get your steps up there. And I know that these girls, these people that are here today with me, they can attest to that in the beginning, when you first go to increase your steps, it can be pretty hard. It can be hard to get 7,000 steps a day. It can be hard to get 8,000 steps a day. But the more that you practice this activity and the more that you put it into your life, the easier it gets to get the steps and to make it a regular routine thing. Now, I'm not saying that you're never going to fall out of practice, but once you get into practice, it's a little bit easier to stay in that practice. So if you found yourself out of practice of getting your steps in, or that's just somewhere you want to go, that's where you desire to be, then join the Steps Challenge for sure. And maybe, just maybe, you'll be on Cheryl's team or my team or Sherry's team, or I don't know who all the team captains are. I can't keep up with that stuff. I'm too busy. But be part of the Steps Challenge. It's a fabulous way. And I think that little bit of external motivation, it can be helpful to some people. I think it can really, really be helpful to hit your goals. So that was actually a bit of a tangent. I think I was going to talk about something else, and then I remember the Steps Challenge, and then there's cat butt. So yay for you guys. Penny, can we please not? Can we just one time not? Can we not? Okay, so paying the bills. Gotta get the bills paid. We gotta do it. And that's kind of where I'm at right now, because as I was saying, work is gonna get, super duper busy. And that's just part of life. Life gets hard sometimes. Right? Has anybody's life just been easy the whole entire time? Anybody? No? I'm not hearing anybody tell me that their life has just been easy the whole entire time. But that is whenever life gets hard, because sometimes life is easy, but when life gets hard, that's why we practice building habits and systems. So let's, what habits, systems, processes have you worked on and created in your life to make your weight wellness, weight management, weight loss, whatever, easier for you? Let's talk about some of the habits that you have created in order to facilitate that healthier, happier you. I'm just waiting for somebody to post it in the chat. I'll just sit here and drink my coffee and tell you a story. I have this flower pot, this cute little flower pot. It was sitting outside next to the fence. I was getting sun and my flower was growing. It had flowers on it the other day. See, there's it matches my shirt. Here, there you go. You can see the one little flower that's on there. Well, Mr. Loki, he was excited, and there's puppies that are living next door now, and he wanted to take the puppies, and in the process of doing so, he broke it. He broke it. So now it's in 2 pieces, and I have some super glue somewhere so I can glue it back together. I'm terrible at this. Anyway, my husband's like, why is this thing in the house? This dog broke it and I want to fix it. I want to fix it. I want to make it better again. So anyway, I gotta glue that today. Just adding to my to-do list. Yay. Gonna put that back over there in the light to get, maybe it'll grow another flower before I finally get it glued back to where it's supposed to go. So replacing foods that aren't as healthy with foods I like that are healthy. Can you give us some examples of the foods you have replaced with what foods? What food were you eating and you replaced it with what food? Curious minds want to know. Added meditation, and that helped me on so many levels. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Meditation comes in all forms. Meditation is not just sitting there on a pillow with your legs crossed and saying, It's not, it comes in all forms. There's all forms of meditation. If you haven't tried meditation, I'm not the go-to person on meditation, but I have tried basic meditation, quiet meditation. I have tried breathing meditation. I have tried meditation while listening to meditation podcasts. I have done tapping, which is, I think, helps me a lot. One of my favorites. I think yoga can actually be a form of meditation. And also another form of meditation is spitting poi. Spitting poi can work as meditation whenever you use it and kind of sync up the movements with your breath. Whenever you're doing it without, you're not trying to learn a new skill. You're not trying to, do something awesome and amazing. You're just, being one with it. You're just kind of there and you're just observing your thoughts and all of the things. It's like meditation. It can be so calming and very centering, balancing. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Anyway, did I say it's amazing? Because I was just checking, because I don't know if I said it. Wasn't sure. Instead of eating donuts for breakfast, I eat high protein yogurt that tastes like apple pie. There's nothing worse than a donut for breakfast, because it does absolutely nothing. It tastes good for like 1 second and then you're still hungry. It doesn't satiate you at all. It's like all it is just happiness for the mouth, but it's not happiness for any other part of your body at all. At all. At all. I replace chips with dehydrated veggies. I love dehydrated banana chips. Yum, yum. Those aren't veggies, but I still love them. Because bananas are for breakfast, right? Maybe. I don't think banana chips are the best thing. Anyway. But I do like them. What other habit have we built? The habit of, for me, one of my, I hate labeling things. One of my most important, because they're all so important. Anyway, a glass of water as soon as I wake up. A glass of water. It is like to where I wake up and I'm just like, where's my glass of water? Where's my glass of water? So thirsty. Need my glass of water. I always have a glass of water while my coffee's brewing. Nice. Which ones are your favorite, Misty? Yeah, which ones? Which dehydrated vegetables do you like the most? Which ones? I love sun-dried tomatoes. I love sun-dried tomatoes. They're so good. Are those considered? I would consider them dehydrated. They're still slightly hydrated, maybe. Huh. sun-dried tomatoes though on a chicken sandwich. Yum, yum, yum. Sun-dried tomatoes in salads, sun-dried potatoes, tomatoes in pastas, sun-dried tomatoes. Carrots, huh? But dehydrated carrots, because I know a lot of people like to eat carrot chips, but I don't like carrot chips because I like cooked carrots. Cooked carrots. Sweet potato, zucchini, and taro root, huh? First time I had taro root, it was in a bento box, and it was like fried tempura taro root, and I was like, "What is this?" And the girl said something, and I didn't understand what she was saying. I had no idea. I was like, "What is this? What is this food I'm eating? I like this food. What is it?" But that's my first time I ever had taro root. Now you know. It's really important stuff. Aren't you glad you're here for this really groundbreaking information about when I had taro root? Yes, man. Oh my God. That's huge. So huge. Create boundaries for myself. Don't let anyone take advantage of me. Oh, man, that is so good. Something we have to get in the habit of. And again, like I was talking about habits and how, sometimes they can ebb and flow. Sometimes we can be really good at a habit, and then sometimes, not so much. But that doesn't mean anything about us. It just means, we're still practicing, we're still learning. It's still it's a thing. It happens. So if you find yourself getting out of practice of a habit that you thought you had made a habit, that is not a time to beat yourself up. That is just a time to say, old habits die hard, type thing. It's a saying for a reason because they sneak in there. So don't be mad at yourself. Just be, okay, I'm learning, but I did so good for so long. Let me just get back to it. That's all. That's all you can do, really, is, get back to it. So what is it? What is it that you need to get back to? Well, we're talking about habits and systems and processes. What is it that you need to get back to? Because we want to kind of think about that for a minute whenever we're pondering. A new job is a really good time to implement new processes, habits, systems, whatever it may be. A new job is a great time because things are different, things are changing, and it's easier for you to implement new things into your life during a job change. It's really a good time whenever you change employers and your commute changes and there's more changes. But even a switch in a job position, maybe if you're in a different department and you're reporting to different people, blah, 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 you can teach them to expect you to always take your break at a specific time of day. Like, no, this is when I take my break. That's me. I need to take my break at this time. It's like my thing. And if your job, of course you got to be flexible with your job, and then they learn that over time. Whenever you just stick to it, you stick to it, you stick to it. People get used to it, and then they're like, oh, she's at break, it's whatever time. Or maybe your old department, a friend that you worked with, they were always like, oh, we got to go out to lunch together, and you were always going out to lunch with them, but it's not something you really want to do anymore. When you change positions, it's a good time to stop with that habit and create a new habit. So there's all kinds of different ways that we can kind of utilize that transition, that newness, to make a new habit in our life. It could be around drinking water. It could be around getting exercise. It could be around, not going out to eat and eating food that we bring or whatever. All kinds of great ways. Eating more clean foods. Been eating things that don't make me feel good. Seemed got stuck recently. Yeah. So you don't eat the food that you dropped on the floor anymore? Because I still do that all the time. All the time. We were just watching How I Met Your Mother, and Marshall, he was like walking down the street and he had his calzone. He like dropped on the floor, and I was like, see, what he did wrong there was he hesitated. He just needed to pick it up and eat it. Like, it's fine. Oh, you guys know way too much about me. How are you doing today? Just bitching about, really, that's what it was, about how I'm going to have to work a whole bunch. But I have the Witches Night Out. You guys know I have to go to the Witches Night Out, right? Tickets go on sale at the end of the month. And then I'm going to be busy working, nights, weekends, blah, 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 work. I have to get my costume finished. I'm only halfway through the prototype. So because I'm not a professional seamstress, sewer, whatever, I decided that I'm going to make a prototype, and then depending on what I learn from that, then I will make the finished product. So over here, show and tell time, yay! Did you like show and tell? Show and tell is fun. So here we have a portion of the so this will be like, it's going to be like layers. So I gotta be a witch, right? I'm going to be like some kind of sorceress type witch. And this is not going to be a bed sheet anymore. It'll be like this really cool fabric. But so this is the like part of it. And it will be a vest whenever I get done. So I totally messed this up whenever I was doing it. And so the back is perfect, by the way, but the front, I kind of messed up. This side is messed up in one way, and then this side is messed up in a whole different way. But what I did was I made notes to myself so that whenever I go back to doing this portion in the real, in the not fake variety, that I know what to how to correct what I did wrong. So that is my little my vest. And what I did was I just took it, I fashioned it off of, because I don't know what I'm doing, and I didn't want to buy a pattern because I'm cheap like that. I have this old vest of mine, so I just I like the way that this fits. And so I just traced this on paper and traced it on paper, then cut the paper out. No, I traced it onto the sheet and then cut the sheet out. And then I was like, oh no, after I sew it together, I won't be able to cut my real fabric because I have a very limited amount of my real fabric. I won't be able to cut my real fabric out. So then I had to go back and I had to put it on real paper. So then I traced my sheets onto my real paper, and now I have my real paper. But what happened was, when I was sewing that together, I had lost two pieces, And I'm like, this doesn't seem right. I don't understand how I'm supposed to put this together. But it's because I was missing two of my pieces that was in the bag with the extra fabric. So that happened. So this is an old comforter that we had, and this is what's going to make up my my gown, my sorceress gown. It's going to be part this and part some black fabric and part some red fabric, but that's going to be my sorceress gown is going to be out of this. So I'm going to I'm hoping to look like medieval sorceress type. I don't know what. Anyway, that's my goal. I'm just gonna hang this back up. Really quick. Okay. So then, also, thank you guys. I love you guys for being here. I have, I shouldn't spoil all of it. It's got to be something for the reveal. I'm going to have these things for my shoulders. To make me look fabulous and awesome. And then I don't know if I'm going to be using this or not, but it's a fringy thing. Fringy thing. Like a belt. Fringy thing. Because fringe is fun. That's why it starts with an F. So, anyway, hopefully, cross your fingers, everybody. I can get this done. Okay. Alrighty. So isn't that exciting? Gotta get that done like this weekend. Or sooner. I'm just scared. I'm not gonna have enough time. I'm scared I'm not gonna have enough time. Anyway. Because I only have so many hours every single day because I've got like 2 different things that I have to go do today versus my regular Saturday adult chores. And then tomorrow I have a fun event that I need to go to. So I just don't know if I have enough time. I do work good under pressure. You know, I can really, I can do it also, but I don't want, sometimes whenever I do work good under pressure, other things can take a back seat. And that's something that's not a person who I want to be. I'm trying not to be that person. Like I said, it's practice. My glasses are so dirty. It's a practice. But I'm trying not to be that person that lets things like my exercise routine go to the wayside. I don't want that to happen because I have these other things going on. That's something that I value. It's something that's important to me. It's something that I really, really want. But I forget that whenever I have other things sometimes. So it's a work in progress. We're working on it. We're trying to be the best us possible, aren't we all? We're just trying to be the best us. And sometimes we're not always the best us. And that's okay. It's okay. Anyway. Yeah, so speaking of paying the bills, these other they're fun things, which is awesome, but they also help me pay the bills. So like on Instagram this morning, I posted a little video of things I saw at the Festival of the Hills. So I got paid $50 for that Instagram post. $50 to go to the Festival of the Hills to do something that I thought was going to be fun anyway. I got paid $50. I mean, $50 doesn't seem like much, but when you need $50, $50 is a lot of money. So, and I thought it was pretty awesome. I was like, this is so cool. I get to go look at stuff. I get to go see a fire performer. I get to go, check out a festival. How cool is this? And you're going to give me money to do it? I love it. So the hard part about that is you're looking at all this cool stuff and you can't buy it all. You can't. You have to be like, okay, this is that goes against the whole reason why I'm here. The whole reason I'm here is to make money, not to spend money. Bye, Lori. Have a great weekend. But I thought it was pretty awesome. I thought it was cool. And so it was a good time. I would totally go back today if I had more time because I only got to see like half of the stuff last night. I did not get to see everything. Right? I mean, I left the house at like 7 and I was like back home at like 9:30 or something like that. Not 9:30 or 10, not too late. So I don't know. And I got to do something that I really thought was fun. That was probably the best thing. Exactly. You got to not spend. Well, they really want you to spend it. That's the whole. They want you to spend it there, but it's not a requirement. But I did buy. I bought a patch for my little waist bag for $1. I spent my money for $1. Oh man. They didn't even have there was this one section. The funnel cake. I love funnel cake. Funnel cake is so yummy and it smells so good. And they just pipe that smell in there. Oh, it's like I gotta get out of this section. But they had so much stuff I wanted to buy, like all the things. I wanted to buy everything. I did. I didn't buy anything except that $1 patch. All right. So tonight I'm doing volunteer work for the Moonlight Ramble. So it's a bike race that goes throughout the city of St. Louis. And it's at like 10 o'clock at night or something. And I have to go guard a street for 2 hours. That should be, I've never gone to the Moonlight Ramble, so I was kind of interested in the Moonlight Ramble itself. So I thought, why not? We'll just sign up for this and see what it's like. I like to volunteer for weird and different things. I think it's an interesting way to attend. I've learned that volunteering is so you get a different perspective than whenever you're just attending an event, whenever you're volunteering at the event. So I have that tonight. It's past my bedtime too. It is. I'm gonna need a nap. But it's a new adventure. And you know me, I like new adventures. And at some point in time you run out of new fun things to do. So you gotta really work hard to find them. You gotta work hard to find them. Yay! I forget to show all these things. These animals, they open the door. She's sitting here bothering. That was the other cat. They pretend to be good. Loki is back up to his regular antics now that he is feeling so much better. We have a locking trash can because he likes to get in the trash can and take all of the contents out of the trash can. He knows not to do it when you're looking. He knows not to do it when you're in the room. He knows not to do it whenever you are awake. But if you leave the house or you're sleeping and that trash can is not locked, you will wake up to a house covered in trash and debris. So, yeah, he is loving his shenanigans for sure. So, I had gone to work and maybe it was my fault. Maybe I didn't lock the trash can. Everywhere, just there's like everywhere. It's like he takes it, he'll like get something out and he'll be like, oh, this is good. And then he'll take it to the couch, to his spot on the couch, and he'll go and clean that out. And then he'll get back in the trash and he'll drag some more stuff out and he'll find something really good that he takes that to the chair that he likes to sit in my husband's office. He'll be trash throughout the whole terrace. And I'm only laughing because this time I didn't have to pick all this stuff. But it's so awesome. Oh, and it's like, so a lot of times there'll be like coffee grounds in there. So then you get this like coffee grounds all over the kitchen floor. It's like gross, wet, yucky thing. Like, oh yeah, he's feeling so much better. We had something on the counter. I can't remember what it was, but he can get up on easily put his front paws up on the counter and get whatever he wants off the counter. Ate the whole pan. Ate the whole pan. Whole pan. It was all gone. It's like, well, we're not going to eat that now. And he's so smart because he knows not to do it when we're looking. I'll get it now. I'll get it now. So, and then he tries and blames the cats. Like they did it right. It was the cats. Poor kitties. Getting blamed for stuff they didn't do. Anyway, what other habits, processes, systems have really helped you out whenever you get busy and you got to pay the bills? I think water, making activity. It's like my body now craves activity. So if I sit for too long, my body lets me know and it says, hey, it is time to get up and move. You need to move. And I never, before I started this whole journey, adventure, whatever it is, that wasn't something in my, something I did. That's new. That's a new thing. I used to be able to, don't trust her. She looks innocent, but she's not. She looks like she's innocent. Now she's playing with something. But I'd be able to sit for all day and all night and for the whole weekend. But now I can't do that anymore. My body's like, you've been sitting too long, you need to move. So that's one of the things, one of the habits, processes, systems that has really helped me out that I practiced. It wasn't something that I just added and it stayed there. It's something that I had to work on. But you work on these things and they become easier and easier. They become a part of who you are. So whatever it is that you want to work on, whatever it is that you want to add to your life, whatever it is that you want to take away from your life, you can. But you got to understand that it's a practice and that it ebbs and flows. Sometimes you're going to be really good at it and other times you're not going to be so good at it. But you just got to stick with it. And it will you'll see longer instances of being able to maintain it or longer instances of being able to refrain from it than once before. And that's the thing. It's just, it takes time. Sometimes we are the tortoise and not the hare. Like me all the time. So, what are you going to practice? We got a plan. Sorry. I get my new teeth at the end of September. Yay, yay, yay. I can stop wearing this stupid retainer. What are you going to practice this coming week? What habit, system, process, whatever have you been, not loving the way you've been? Which one are you going to practice? And how are you going to how are you going to hold yourself accountable? Are you going to write it down so that next week you can look back on it and say, did I do that? And normally, we like that normal, but we're not normal. What are we going to practice this week? What are we going to practice? So one of the things that I've learned about myself is that I have so many different things that I want to do and focus on that I have to kind of plan them out. And then I have to set a timer. And then when that timer's done, I have to stop. Or else A will run into B, B will run into C, C will run into, and then D won't even happen. And I don't want D not to happen. That's an important thing. But if just the weird way my brain works, if I do A, it's easier to do D, even though I don't like D very much. So I got to set my timers because it helps me to get all the things I want to do done within the time allotted and nothing gets thrown to the side, which would happen if I don't plan it out, schedule it, and follow. That's my big thing. That's me in a nutshell. Anyway, Cheryl's going to make more mindful choices. You're going to okay, so yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Because it's one thing to ask for help, but then delegating the work that you actually got the help for, or taking the time to show them how to do XYZ, you kind of put it off. And then you're not actually utilizing the help that you're supposed to. So that's a good one, because it's one thing to get them. It's another thing to actually use them for what they're there for. I feel that 100%, 100%, 100%. Time blind. Oh my God, it's so bad. Once you know it, like everything, self-awareness, once you realize, oh my God, this is what the problem is. It's not that I don't like doing it. It's not, our brains try and confuse us too. Our brains try and tell us different things. But once you know the truth, once you know the whole story, stupid brain, it's always trying to trick you. But time blindness, yeah, I have an issue and I have to schedule. I thrive. I like my schedules and I like my routines. I also like to be spontaneous and random and whatever. Which is weird. I'm just like, I'm all over the place. Anyway, I'm going to work on my time schedules this week. I'm going to work on, sticking to my schedule and my routine. That's going to be big. I'm glad that you guys have things that that you want to work on. You're going to do it. You've verbalized it, you've typed it, you've written it down, you've made a commitment to that. Now follow through on your commitment. Come back next week and tell me, I had a really good success in utilizing my help. I had really good success and being more mindful of my choices. Cheryl, I'm going to challenge you to expand upon what does being more mindful of my food choices mean, because that is such a broad statement. It's easy to say that I was more mindful of my food choices because it's vague and it's very broad and it's not very dialed in. So try and just expand upon that and explain to yourself. You don't have to explain to me. Explain to yourself what does, be more specific about what is mindful about my food choices. Oh, you need a successful feeling this week. Well, what can you do to feel successful this week? That's that's one of my journal things occasionally is to start the day by writing down, if I do these 3 things today, I will feel successful. So if you were to write or think about 3 things that each day, that if you get those accomplished, that you will feel successful, and you did 2 out of the 3. So at the end of the week, if every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you did 2 out of the 3, would you feel successful if you accomplished 2 out of 3 things every single day? What's your definition for that? There we go. That's clear. Use your help to get caught up. Define it. Let's write it down. Let's be specific, because you can have that feeling of success as long as you define what success is. But if you never define what success is, you could just keep adding on to what success is and never ever get there, because you keep expanding what success is. You know, don't expand. This week, I'm going to feel successful whenever I accomplish this specific thing, and the cat is going to throw up right behind me. Yay. And this specific thing. That's my, my wisdom and my advice for the week. I want to thank you guys for joining me today on our Saturday morning ritual. It has been a wonderful, whatever time today. You guys just, you light me up inside, and you're so important to me. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so very much. That's it for today. I'm going to let you go. I'll see you guys in the next one. There we go. How do you do that? Let me know how you do that. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week on the Saturday morning ritual. As always, it's going to be an adventure.